right, here we are. Options of the tool of Antifragile. And yeah, when I do BJJ, yeah, I fucking man bun it. I know I need a haircut. So this is my professor, Bryan Guidry, black belt, BJJ. Tell about yourself.
Been training for 30 plus years. My school is in St. Louis. I've won a lot of national and international competitions. Been training with Jimmy for a little while now, a couple months, and he wants to learn some jiu-jitsu and apply it to the tools of his trade.
And so I came in here because I didn't feel comfortable being on the ground fighting.
Right.
And you and me are rolling, you're kicking my ass, and you're like, Jimmy, options. Options is jiu-jitsu.
Yes.
And I'm like, holy shit, this is what I talk about all day long. This is what I'm looking for all day long.
Right.
Options.
Right.
So then I had the idea, let's show people how being one option oriented, one strategy oriented makes you completely anti-fragile.
And vulnerable, absolutely. So we're going to show some
Oh,
options.
sorry, makes you completely fragile. And how much do you weigh?
I weigh 180.
Okay, so I weigh 230.
Yes.
And then maybe I could out pump you in the gym. I don't fucking know.
Absolutely. Right.
So you see a dude like me.
Yeah.
Admitted.
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. Yeah. So it's very typical, like a big guy like yourself is going, because you played football, and it's really easy for you. If you put both hands on me, you're going to push me out. You push me out. Go push me out.
Basic football.
Push me out. Yeah, yeah. Right. So that's going to be very typical for a guy who doesn't know how to fight. So when a guy comes up to me and he puts both hands on my shoulders, he goes to push me, I come under, and I'm going to just go like that. Okay. So that would be very typical for a guy who doesn't know jiu-jitsu.
That was very fragile.
And that was very fragile. You did not have options. You were just pushing one direction. If you,
Bob, you were a lineman. That's going to be your first move in a fight, don't you think?
Yeah, I've done some training, so probably not. But yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So again, so you put both hands on my shoulders. Yeah, you start to push me, push, and I grab.
Oh.
So that's another option. So I have, not only can I take you over my shoulder, I can take you over my head, just like a child.
Okay.
So I have options.
So you turned a 230-pound man
into a little baby.
Something I do to my kid.
Exactly. So we just turned you into a little baby. So that's a great option, for two great options, and it's really typical for a guy who doesn't know what he's doing. He's just going to try to push me over like that, and that's why it's so easy to use that momentum against you. So a great example also that we worked on today was from the ground. So if I'm on my back and I could be here and you're in the mount position, which is the worst position, and the first idea, like you said, you thought you were in a great position to just grab my head. Yeah, to grab my head and hold it as tight as you can. So it's real easy for me now. Roll and roll. And so that was my option. You were very fragile. Even though you had the control center, you had my head, you had it locked up. You thought you had good control, but you had no options. You were locked in place.
Right.
Okay, so that's another great option for me.
Ooh, let's do the Kimura.
Kimura,
The Kimura is the best example.
The Kimura series that we've been working on was another set of great options. Okay, so you're inside my guard. Okay, so we're here, and we said, okay, if you're here and you're pushing down on me, so I can take my hands and I just knock you to the ground, and I grab your wrist and I scoot away. And now my option one is to take your arm behind your back and finish the Kimura. Now we said, if I do that same thing and I knock your hands to the ground, and I go for the Kimura, and you sit back to avoid, and I pick you up and go right for my sweep. So that's option two. And then we said, we use that same strategy. You're pushing there, and I take your arms to the side, and I go for the Kimura. You sit back, and I go for the sweep, and you push back down. Yeah, when you push. Yeah, now I go for my guillotine.
Oh, fuck.
Right. So those options. So whereas you thought you were on top, you're a bigger, strong guy, you got your hands on me, you thought you were in a superior position, but you really limited yourself. You had no options. You were holding on so tight, you had no options. I had a lot of options because I used your power against you.
I mean, and then when I do feel like I'm in a superior weight position, I'm just going to squeeze and give myself more and more to zero options.
That's right. The harder you squeeze, the more fragile you are, the less options you have.
Do you think we made a point, or do you think I need to keep you in my ass kicked?
I think you can be in your ass kicked for a few more minutes.
I love that idea. So again, from standing.
Can't hurt.
So let's say from this position, Jimmy, it's very typical again for the new guy, he's just going to grab my head. So he grabs just, as tight as you can. Yeah, tighter. Come on, tighter. Exactly. So whereas you had my head, again, you had the control center. You thought, you got this.
It's like, I got him in a headlock.
But
I'm going to win.
You were so limited, and you gave me all your momentum just to take you down to the ground. Same concept. If I'm just in a bar or wherever, he grabbed that. Right over my back. Because you were locked in place.
Right.
You had no options. Your arms were locked. You know, you were in one rigid position. I knew exactly where to take you.
And then as I'm getting my ass kicked, the other thing is you had to study this stuff.
Absolutely.
It's not like you can, I've been here for 6 weeks.
6 weeks, yeah.
Still getting my ass kicked.
That's
I'm
normal.
having to do it for like 6 years.
Yeah, well, the first 6 months, you're going to just play defense. And then after 6 months, new guys will start showing up. And you'll be able to beat the new guys.
Okay.
That's how it works.
Gotcha.
And then they'll be the fragile one, and you'll be the guy with options.
Keep getting my ass kicked, or do we prove a point? All right. Thanks, Brian.
Awesome.
Hey, if somebody's interested in BJJ, how do they find you?
North Broadway Jiu-Jitsu, St. Louis, nbroadwayjj.com.
Cool. Hey, you're on Facebook and
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
All right.